one stanza in a poem that I recently wrote goes like this. Time marches on to a beat not our own, not marching or not matching our own heartbeat. One of the favorite scenes from the movie The Pianist, I don't know if any of you saw it, but one of my favorite scenes in this movie is the musician dragging himself through the streets after World War II was ended, and he's dragging himself through the rooms of society, and he happens upon a piano in the Libris, and his soul is so starved he goes and plays that piano. Sometimes in life, as we heard from Evelyn, even when we do have freedom, sometimes we have circumstances that go beyond our control. And sometimes our heartbeat doesn't match the circumstances of life and our integrity or character. And other times our heartbeat is so in sync with time that life is played as beautifully as Beethoven's Sonata. My name is Diane Shatto. I only have 6 minutes. In those 6 minutes, I am going to share with you a handful of vignettes of such times in my life. I was born in Oakland, California, but I grew up in New York for the first 19 years of my life. And I actually grew up in the same town as Lucille Ball. Now, let me tell you what I think of why Lucille Ball was able to play the part of I Love Lucy. Because every family in the town I grew up in is that zany. And I'm telling you, every housewife, they use the same tactics as Lucille Ball used to drive Ricky crazy. And I know because I was from a family like that. I grew up with 3 brothers and 1 younger sister. And they all represented a different era. You can imagine that. So by the time I was 4, I was dancing to Elton John's Honky Cat. I was weeping over the Carpenters' I'm on Top of the World. And I was acting like bad Leroy Brown. Okay, I know you don't believe that part, because, you know, I was actually the quiet one in the family. My sister maybe was the bad Leroy Brown. She sure acted more like a boy than a girl. She was as boisterous as them. But yeah, I was the quiet one in my family. And you'd often see me in the corner, actually, not because I was punished, but because I was watching everyone. And, you know, I kind of considered myself reasonable, and I found it interesting that everybody just acted crazy all the time. You know, I would watch football with my brother, and he'd get down on his knees praying, please, God, you have to let Dallas Cowboys win. And, you know, I think he had money bet on that or something. But, yeah, so it was quite an interesting experience for such a quiet person to grow up in this kind of family. And I think that's, in that kind of family, I couldn't get a word in edgewise even if I wanted to. Let's face it. So I learned to write instead of talk. And I did a lot of writing. And that writing actually became a lifelong love. And I've written many, many papers in school. This also led me into loving, being fascinated with human behavior. So I ended up getting a bachelor's degree in social work. And I worked with many, many different kinds of people. And I was able to put my passion and my soul into my career the way that I was able to put it in writing. But you know, I came to Toastmasters because even though you guys are giving me the opportunity to finally, I get to speak, you know, I get 7 more minutes, or wait a minute, 6 minutes. 6. Okay, so I get 6 whole minutes to speak, but you know, opportunity to speak is one thing, but then you have to learn how to speak, and that's what I'm here for. And I know this is just my first step, and that I have a long journey to go to learn how to put my passion into speaking and learn how to master public speech like I do writing. And that's why I'm here. And I hope that, you know, it's just one step in the right direction. Now, sometimes, as we mentioned before, life, you know, I think all of you can experience the fact that bad things happen to good people. And little children are not immune from bad things happening. So I had, you know, my share of bad things happening to me. But, you know, good things happen to good people too. And, well, that moment came for me in 11th grade. And it was the moment that trumped all of the bad things that ever happened to me. And it was the moment when I met the man I would spend eternity with. And as Evelyn told you, I have now tasted eternity for 25 years. And it has been delightful. And he emancipated me from many, many, many things. So we lived our first, we've been married 25 years. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary and went back to Montreal, where we lived for the first 2 years. And that's where actually I got engaged as well. And we lived our first half of our marriage life in Canada, and that's a whole nother speech, I guess, again. And now here I am in Canada, or here I am in LA, and we have had a daughter. I homeschooled her here. She graduated from UCLA, and now she's off on her own in graduate school, and she's married. And I'm here at LAUSD, and I've been here for 7 years. And I've chosen to give my heartbeat to the children of Los Angeles. And I'm also working on a degree, a Master of Arts degree in education. And I'm hoping that will open doors, new doors for me in the future.